Bowers Game Corner presents Gen Con Video Bonanza 2016. Brought to you by Gutshot Games and their Gen Con release, Headhunters, a collectible card game and a collectible toy. And Shoot Again Games, makers of Looting Atlantis and Conspiracy. Look for Pinball Showdown on Kickstarter soon. Also brought to you by the generous support of these companies and our fantastic Kickstarter backers.
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for more of our Gen Con Bonanza coverage brought to you by our amazing sponsors down below. Be sure to check them out. And I'm very excited right now because I'm talking with Floyd from B&B Games about the Refuge. Hey,
guys,
Floyd.
how you doing?
What's the Refuge?
So the Refuge is a tile-activating game, and it's a party zombie game. And it's the first game that you can actually play with your family. And what makes it unique is it takes 5 minutes to learn. And a lot of people who play zombie games, they want to get right into it. They want to get into the action. They don't want to learn a whole bunch of rules. And so you have these interesting tile and card combos that you can use to get up the board. Some of the tiles allow you to switch, and some allow you to spawn zombies to block off opponents. Hazard lets you move the zombies. And if you get hit, you just go back to the start. I'm not sure. Should we be moving the pieces? Or
Yeah, if you want to show us a little bit how it works, definitely go for it.
Okay, so in a turn, you could either move, players move in cardinal directions, so up, down, left, right. And cards like agility allow you to go sideways. So diagonal. So that way, if you're trying to conceal a move from another player, you can totally do that. Steal allows you to steal from other cards, from other players. And weapon or auto use, so, when you have a weapon in your hand, you can eliminate that zombie. Adrenaline is an extra combo after you use weapons, so you can take an additional turn. This allows you to maybe even go back or sideways or whatever you want to do. You could even play a card or draw a card. Stopwatch stops all other players from what they're doing, and you can actually do another turn. So there's potential for multiple combos to go up the board, depending on your plan and what you're doing. It's really well balanced, and that's what we're trying to go for.
All right, and so you said this is about family, weight, time to learn all that sort of stuff. So player count, time length, all that sort of thing?
Right. Everything, as you can see on the descriptions on the words, are really short. This one says stop all players from what they're doing and take a turn.
But the time link's going to be about 30 minutes-ish?
The time link is about maybe 5 minutes to 60 minutes. It's actually a wide range. Because what happens is when you get a bunch of gamers playing this game, it gets pretty competitive on the board.
Is there any player elimination or anything like that?
There's no player elimination. So what happens is when a zombie gets you and you have no weapon or you have no stop or you have nothing to defend yourself with, is you get knocked back to the start.
Ooh.
And some players that are way up here who get knocked back to the start, it gets pretty competitive because they might have a card like Jump, for instance, and they might switch with another player and still win the game, depending on their plan. So there's some bluffing involved, and there's some strategy that you can hide towards the end. If you foresaw that another player was trying to get you, you could totally get up. But keep in mind, you still do need the key at the end, and there's only 7 keys in the deck, so you have to search for it in the deck, or you have to steal it from another player that you suspect.
Oh, can other players get more than one key?
Yes, other players can get more than one key, and that's part of the strategy here. At the end game, pretty much, if one player only has the key, but they're back in the start, their mission is pretty much to run the deck dry. And if the player draws the last card, whoever's ahead wins.
All right. And what are the future plans with the Refuge? When can people expect to hear more about this or see this?
So we're getting our first edition, our first 1,000. It's already in LA, and we're getting it next week, I believe. And it's already out for pre-order. We had like a really big show in Origins, and we had about 100 pre-orders. We sold all our initial copies there. And consumers really love this game because it's so easy to pick up. It's like a fast warm-up game, but it has enough complexity where you can still enjoy it. The expansion that I'm working for is it's called the Refuge, the Infused, and that one's not out yet for another 4 months. But basically, it has co-op missions, and it has the player stats and stories, and it really makes them different in a way. It does use this, but it expands to the board where it's actually digging out into a different terrain. And so you lay out the tiles, and you're trying to discover a key instead of actually drawing the key.
Okay, and where can people find out more about B&B Games?
They can go to bnbbizcorp.com, or we're in Facebook, we're in Instagram. Just look for B&B Games Studio. And I also have a Refuge Facebook page, which has like 3,000 likes or whatnot.
All right, sounds good. So that is the Refuge coming out from B&B Games. If you're enjoying this Gen Con coverage, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below, or in the comments below. Let me know, recycling, yay or nay. For me personally, I'm not a fan. I don't like the fact that I get charged to recycle. Like, if I didn't have to pay for it, it wouldn't bug me. But when the government mandates that I have to pay to recycle, that irks me. What do you think about recycling, Floyd?
Oh, I think I'll go for recycling, but I don't like what they're doing to you. So I'm all for what you're saying.
All right, let us know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.
This was brought to you by Headhunters from Gunshot Games, Pinball Showdown from Shoot Again Games, these great companies, and fans like you.